explain what we're gonna do. So a lot of my videos, I have to freeze for a second, and there's a cut that you usually don't see, and then I'll continue the motion, so that's what we're gonna do. All of you, I'll pan around, and you'll all be in the video. I'm gonna grab you, and then we're gonna pause, and then Andrew, do you wanna come on up? This is Andrew, give it up for your boy. Just like so. So, I'm gonna start here, guys. We only have 6 seconds to record this, so there'll be some cuts, but you have to all freeze right in the cut. So the video will start with me saying, hey, I need a volunteer. You can all raise your hand. And then I'm gonna go like this. Oh, but you're all gonna freeze. Keep your hands in the air. Don't move or else you'll mess up the video. So here we go. And then I'll explain as we go. Let's get this in focus and okay, I'm looking for a volunteer. Okay, and you can come out of your seat and bring her up here. So everyone stay frozen. Now you guys were making noise, you're gonna mess me up, so you were screaming, so you gotta do that again. And then right after the cut, or continue, Andrew would tell you to be silent. They were making noise, got it? Yeah, I'm gonna come back. So make a little noise going into it and then have them stop because they were making noise. That makes sense? Okay. So start a little bit noise now. Oh, this is going to be tight, but you can go stand right there. Oh, right here, right here, right here. And then right when I go like this, move your hand. You want to show her like how she's going to fly back a little bit? Yeah, just a little motion in your body. And then you guys can all cheer at the end. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cool. So we're gonna post that. You can post that up. I'll edit it really quick. So I'm doing this all on my phone. You guys are like watching me do this, so you know it's real. Come here and then cut. Boom. And you guys, we do this like over and over all day to get the right take. So it might not actually work on the first time. That'd be pretty impressive. Let's see. It's close. It's close. Boom. I think we got it. Okay. So we'll post it up and you can play it on the screen.
Yeah, we'll go post it.
Okay. Right. So he'll post that in a second, and then we'll play it in a minute when they're ready. But thank you guys. That'll be fun. So if you guys aren't following the FFS Vine page, you can go find it. But we'll play it here in a second when it's ready. Just interrupt me, Andrew. Just whenever it goes on the screen, I'll know. Oh, here it is. Let's see. They're changing something. This is FFS, changing the face of insurance. It'll probably load up here in a sec, but we do that process over and over all day. Like it said there, 50 takes. That's a normal time. We'll do that over and over, or I'll be frozen. The worst was in Bangkok, and they had me frozen. We had to add a hair extension, so they were adding that. Here it is. Let's see. Is there sound on that? With my mouth, so that's how we get some of our sound effects. Seriously, that's how. So thank you for being in a Vine. You can, again, they'll send around email links to that for you guys later. So before I create a Vine in my own Zach King universe, we kind of realized after making these over and over that there was a pattern of, we kind of created this Zach King character. I only put myself in front of the camera by accident because there was no actors around, so now I'm on the videos. But we found out that there's this Zach King universe where it's like, this guy has a magical ability, so we stuck with that and continued the same theme. And you'll find as you guys are finding your own voices and how you're going to put yourself online, you'll find your own theme and your own voice of how to do that. We're not up here, I'm not up here to say, hey, you need to make magic vines to get all your clients. That's not what we want you to do. We want you to find your own style of creating. These are just 3 things that we put into our videos. Curiosity, like we want how the heck did he do that? You know, when you're watching the videos, that little moment of, whoa. And then we want it to be clean for my future kids, my little half-Asian babies. And then we want it contagious, so we want our friends to share this on their Facebook walls. I'll give you some tips for that in a second. So we're inspired by the world around us. These are just little toys in my office, and one day we're like, hey, let's go make a photo with them. So we really let our imaginations go. One of the things you guys are going to have to do is you're creating what I'm going to talk about in a little bit, whether it's your blog or your videos or writing. You're going to want to brainstorm it, and so we recommend, we have a lot of whiteboards in our office. We're always writing down ideas, and then storyboarding is a huge process that we go through, so it saves us a lot of time in the actual creating process. By the way, we're going to share these slides with you later, so don't worry about taking photos if you miss something. So one of the reasons people always ask me, why are your videos successful? Why are you on stage at FFS? And I'm like, because I know Phil. No, because our videos are relatable to people. We really want everyone to be able to understand the themes. So when I get sucked up by a vacuum, how many of you honestly have been scared of a vacuum cleaner at some point in your life? Okay, it's only me. Whatever, I'm a freak. But I'm also scared of other things like opening an egg and a chicken popping out. Anyone else? No, I'm the only one. But people laugh at them because they understand that concept. It's universal. It's not even just English-based. It's everyone can watch it in their own language, and that's why they're so popular. But they also have a personal touch to them, and so that's one of the main things that I want to teach you today. We explore a lot of different things. Like I said, we have fears. I'm scared of monsters under my bed, so we made a video about that. We do a lot about wishes. I wish I could grab something on my screen or my phone and it came to real life, so we've made stuff about that. And we also make inventions. So I made one where a machine folded my laundry and washed it for me in like 2 seconds. And I wish that was real. She's in the back of the room. It's Rachel, my wife. No, I'm kidding. But she does do a wonderful job with the laundry. So I want to give you guys some tips. I'm going to get in trouble for that one later. Honey, I'll see you back in LA. You can drive alone if you want. She'll make me walk back. So here's some practical tips for your business. You guys have inspired me with the energy in your room, and it's awesome to be inspired, but I want to give you some takeaway things to do when you leave. Like next week, it'd be awesome if you don't have a blog or a website to actually put that up. So I'm going to give you some very practical tips. Tip number 1 is what I kind of said in the beginning. View yourself as a storyteller. And I want 2 people to come up. If you see your name up here, come on up. Do we have these people in the room? Yes, give them a round of applause. Yes, thank you. So I don't think you know what we're doing, but so he's totally blindsided here, but yay! So YouTube, since I work in the 6-second Vine world with such a short length, well, I'll let you go to Instagram where you have 15 seconds. I want you in just 15 seconds to explain your story, like kind of the things that define you, things that someone could relate to in a really short period of time. So I'll start the clock of 15 seconds, and just you can talk from your heart of something to the audience so they can relate to. Pretend you're being filmed on a Vine. Okay, Mark, set. Does anyone have a timer? Who wants a timer? Okay. She might want to think a little bit here. Okay, Laura's going to be timing it. Okay, and you can go ahead. 15 seconds. Yes, do you want to speak here?
Pretend like I'm riding a buffalo.
What does that mean?
It means that you don't have a car back to Lao, and then buffalo is in my car, so
That was very deep. So Vivian has 15 seconds to explain her story.
We talked an awful lot about gangsta. This morning, little girl whom I've known for years, called me an OG.
That's funny, and maybe you now can look at them in a little different way. Buffalo, every time I see him, I still don't know if I know what that means. You ride a buffalo to work? Since the beginning of time, we've had these ways coming down history that we've explained things to people. We've done it through cave sketches. We've done it through theater. And we've done it through spoken word. That's what I kind of think is our modern day blogs, videos, and podcasts. And the thing that they all have in common is that they're all social. Even back when there was cavemen drawing pictures and explaining them in front of the fire, they were social community elements. When you had people doing Shakespearean theater or the Greek theater in those huge coliseums, people were watching and listening. And when you had people passing down the Iliad and the Odyssey with Homer reciting it in front of people and traveling. That's our modern day podcast. You're in your car listening, but it's community based, and that's really where social media starts. It's a social interaction, but I think when you think social media, you might think like, oh, it's impersonal. I'm behind a username and I write a comment or a tweet, but it should be a personal connection from you to another soul. And so that's the way I want you guys to view social media, not just a task to do because I'm telling you, but because you can make connections in a deep way. So keep your stories personal online. So how many of you have a website already or a blog? Awesome, then this will be good for you guys. Because I started my YouTube site, that was the first kind of website I had, I posted on my channel. And then I created a website where I sold, that's how I got through film school. I sold these DVD courses and mailed them to people from my dorm room. And I taught people, because I love teaching, I taught them Final Cut Pro and how to edit and how to be a filmmaker and share their own stories with people. And that's what you guys have the opportunity to do. You're really excited about finance and wealth and how to save, which is incredible because it's changing people's lives. And you can teach it all online. You shouldn't be bashful. You guys have all this knowledge and you can do so much for other families. Get out there and share it online and tell them what you know. And you may be surprised how many people, when they watch these videos of you explaining, they just trust you and they're gonna contact you in that link in the description and say, I need to hear more from this person. And so that is kind of the goal of the first steps of creating a blog or a website. These are two great places that I've worked with. WordPress is the one I'm more familiar with. That's easy. Like you can have with Squarespace, your website can be up tomorrow or today if you just went on and signed on after this. So you can check out those resources. Just Google. You can Google anything and learn how to do it. Articles. Some of the stuff you post on your website, simple as what does a lifestyle look like when you're saving money or putting something aside for your future family? How are you saving the money? How are you growing your network and maybe the business that you're creating here? You can have videos on all those topics. And if you're not good in front of the camera, like I hate being in front of the camera, and it's getting better and better, but when I first started, I hated it. Just try it out. Put a camera on a tripod or just talk into your phone on selfie. I mean, you're all coming up to me for selfies, so I know you can do selfie mode. So just talk to the camera and try it out. You'd be really surprised how comfortable you can get. And one of the other things you really want to do on the website is funnel for emails. So that means like send out a free PDF with more information or a free video that if they put their email in, they can get it, and that's another way to connect with people. One of the services I use is MailChimp, but there's Constant Contact, Salesforce. These are great. You can send email really quickly with all of these services. The third tip is create videos, and the number one thing, every single day we have calls with clients, and the number one is, hey, can you make us a viral video? Coke calls us up. We want this to be viral, 200 million people views, but that's a problem, and it's a bad mindset because it's actually not healthy. You're getting all these people to see, but you're not getting a ton of depth in the people. So, with big brands, it's great. With Coca-Cola, yeah, if you see the ad, you might go buy a Coke because you know the brand already. But with you can't just go out there and say, hey, I'm with FFS and I'm doing all this stuff, because it's not gonna go viral and touch people on a deep level, and that's what this company is about, right? Like you need the depth to get into their finances. Is a very that's like, I don't want to tell you my finances. It's a very touchy subject, but